Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Star Ocean 2. Last time, we learned that Reyna and her mother were from a time 700 million years ago. And sadly for Reyna, her mother has since passed on. This time, we are going to continue with the cutscene from last time, where Reyna and Claude had a nice little moment there, and see if we can unlock the research here and hopefully get access to something that can fight off the 10 Wise Men. I'm just going to take your word for it that that's the same code that we saw in the last episode, because I'm not going to try and remember it. Ah, and they're back. That would be a painful scene to be able to see. Especially when you're not expecting it. Obtain the data we need. Let us return to Armlock. And we're back in Armlock. Now let's see what we can do with this information that they've been very vague about what exactly it is. That'd be helpful, otherwise we went there, well, I guess for character development, but otherwise for nothing. Maybe some sort of design plans, but for what? I don't know. So what do we do? A genius lives in this town. If I have her analyze it, we may find out something. Let's go. They don't tell you where you're going, but you're just going to randomly hop in every house until you figure it out, or you're just going to go to Mirage's house and call her a day. Yeah, Mirage, I guess, is supposed to be female. It's hard to tell. That's the pronoun they're using, so that's what I'm going to go with. But it's nice that we get Mirage in this game, Dr. Mirage, and they allude to it in Star Ocean 3, the blonde Clausian. Of course, I much prefer Mirage's character in the third game, but that's probably because she has a character instead of Genius Doctor. But anyway. Bringing all these people. I want you to analyze the atomic disk. Wait, why is it called an atomic disk? I don't know, and frankly, I don't really care. This game is weird with its sci-fi stuff. Some sort of weapon. Let's figure it out. Yeah, build me a weapon so that I can kill your evil guys that are killed Expel, killed Claude's father, and are threatening to kill the universe. Yeah, it's mentioned in the library too about weapons being prohibited, and they're only manufactured or only created or only saleable in Armlock, but there are stores in every city that sell weapons. So it's kind of weird that way, but well. Ten Wise Men have evoked the Crest of Annihilation. We have to do something. No time to think about reasons for why the plot is doing what it's doing. We have to just go and fix the problem. But wouldn't it be helpful to know how, so we can prevent it from happening again if they survive? Like, it's kind of weird. Yeah, the game doesn't do a very good job of giving us the information to explain why things are happening. I kind of wish they'd give us more information than they do, but they don't, so we'll make do. Then I guess it's not illegal. No, it's probably still illegal, but oh well. come into the back room. Yeah, one of the things I wish this game had was like the Final Fantasy VII or Legend of Dragoon solutions, where you press the select button and it'll show a little icon on each of the ways you can actually move in the game, each of the doors or the inns or stuff like that. But they don't really have that, and there are some doors that are kind of hard to find. That's one of them. If you're not really paying attention, you won't even see that it's a doorway. But, oh well. With this weapon, you could blow... Whoa, okay, I will take that. Mine, please. Actually looks blank at the moment. Yeah, it looked like a sword earlier, but yeah. Sure, in appearance is no different than an ordinary weapon, but it's made entirely of anti-proton matter because more sci-fi stuff. Anti-who? You seem to have a little knowledge. But the device recorded here makes that possible. Okay, so you found a way around to say the hell with physics. Sure, have fun. Just give me my weapon so I can go kill some guys. Okay. We don't have enough raw material. Joy. This baby needs some antimatter spatially stabilized into Leia or LEA metal. Yeah, I'm gonna just call it Leia metal, but it doesn't really matter. It's our next fetch quest. Transplanted from Planet Need onto the new one, the only present in the Mahine Cavern. Kind of lazy to call your cavern a mine cavern. But anyway, whatever. Not that easy. Of course not. Nothing ever is. Named Barke? Bark? Either one. The beings from the planet, the Barkers, had bodies made of minerals. They seem to have been harvested regularly during the need period. Okay. Simply put, the Barkers themselves are made out of Leia metal. Okay. Oh, so the one that we want to fight is, of course, the strongest one. That makes sense. We gotta kill them in order to get the material. Of course it does. I don't want to kill babies. I don't care if they are from another planet. No, I doubt it. Where is the cavern? Yeah, they're not really making a big deal out of the fact that we have to kill an animal in order to get this material that we need to fight the bad guys. Doesn't really seem like the best route, but if it's what we have to do to save the whole universe, I can see us making that sacrifice. I just kind of wish they would acknowledge that we are making a sacrifice. Alright, so we'll go do that. The key to the mine cave, which is no longer a cavern. Okay, sure, why not? And we can enter the mine cavern. Sweet. Alright, I believe that's everything. Yeah, you can steal a 4-sword from Mirage with pickpocketing if you haven't done so yet. I can't remember if he's got anything particularly interesting to steal, but it doesn't really matter. Anyway, I'm going to go load up Reyna's path, and we'll see what additional scenes there are over on her path. See you in a moment. Okay, we're back, and we've loaded up Reyna's path, and we've gotten to this point in the plot. which I believe is the point in which Reyna runs off. At least I believe this is about when that happened. Yeah, there we go. This time we will follow Reyna around, and I don't remember if there's multiple little cutscenes, but I swear there's a cutscene in here. I swear it. This one, maybe? No? Okay. Then we will just head outside. Oop. There we go. Actually, is there one up here? Now I'm paranoid, expecting there to be a cutscene everywhere. Yeah, I remember there being a separate scene around here on one path or another. Thought there was something. No? Up here? I don't think so. I guess not. Okay, then we will run outside. I'm not even sure why they do include a save point around here. It's not that we need it. And now we see what happens to Reyna when she was here before Claude showed up. This would be a very calming place to be, I would suspect. Doesn't seem like there was all that much of a scene. I believe the rest of this runs the same as it did on Claude's Path. If it doesn't, I will show what parts are different. If not, then I will see you if there's any other additional dialogue, or we'll see you back on Claude's Path to move on to the Mine Cavern. After one other private action on Reyna's Path. It's a short one. Okay, we're in Central City now. And there is one little short, like less than a minute long private action. I'm not sure if it's based on time or what it is, but once we've reached a certain point in the plot, or once our friendship points are high enough, or our relationship points, or something, we can go over here, and most of those other ones don't really lead to much, but if you watch and see for now, then we can get a little more information out of Claude, a little more development. Now, I wasn't planning on doing this private action at all in the LP, because I didn't know about it, but I just happened to find it as I was testing things out on Reyna's Path to see if I can make the information quest work, which we'll be doing in a little bit, probably after we proceed with the plot a little bit. Take my revenge. Least you could do as penance to your father, huh? Poor Claude. Anyway, that's it. It's not very long, but I figured I'd show it. Anyway, I'll see you on the airship. Okay, we're back. Now that we've got our airship set up there, we really only need to just go back across this way. It's kind of awkward flying the ship like this, but yeah, it's right here. It's right next to where we were before, town of Armlock. So let's head in. The Mine Cavern. Again, kind of a generic name. It's got a cool look, though. Blue lighting. Everything seems to be glowing. Not really a whole lot to this area. It's only like 2 or 3 screens. It's relatively short, but the battles are quite difficult. So be aware of that. These guys are mostly who you'll end up fighting, and they do quite a bit of damage. So if you're not paying attention, you'll end up taking a bunch of damage. Mainly because they can cast spells that do like 2,000 damage to all of your party members. But yeah, if you've got a dedicated healer, or even a let's make sure that's on, or even just Opera. In fact, I'm going to switch to Opera at the moment. Yes, that's where I want it to be. I know what I'm doing. I'm not crazy. But yeah, I'm just going to use Opera and have her probably spam healing through most of this area. There's a question mark mineral that doesn't matter at this stage in the game because it just doesn't.
Oh no!
There's only like 3 different enemies in this area, so I wouldn't worry too much about, you know, I won't be showing off many battles anyway. These are the most common enemies. They're probably also the strongest, so.
Explosion kill! Well, that's somewhere around 80 points.
If you don't have this overpowered party, then you may want to keep more of an eye on healing. I do note if you want to skip most enemies, once you kill the boss in here, the enemies disappear forever, but they give good experience, so I'm going to run through here. But if you want to skip straight to the boss, go to the right path there and head straight up, and eventually you'll find it. I'm going to clear out most of the treasure first, so. An encyclopedia that we don't need.
Let's fight.
Here's another one of the enemies. He's not going to last very long. And he's gone. Ow, I actually got 3 of those off. Surprising. They can inflict, I think, paralysis and poison.
What shall I do?
Ah, we learned tear gas. Is tear gas the one I think it is? We'll throw it on and we'll see. Have I shown off most of the text at least once? I think I have. Not with you, though. Anyway, we'll see if she makes use of it. If it's the one I'm thinking of, then she'll be using that for the rest of the game. There we go. We get some fresh syrup. Okay, it is the technique I thought it was. That will be on Chisato for the rest of the game there. Tear gas ability. It's very good for bosses, not so great for normal encounters, and her 10,000 volts tech is very good for normal encounters, but not very good for bosses. There's a useless mithril mesh that we don't need, and here's a very nice hidden treasure containing something we can buy. Here, we get a smith's hammer we can also buy. Okay, now that we've got that one, we can backtrack down and go up the other side to get some of those other treasure chests. Gotta keep going down, though. This is another one of those really good areas to work on Healing Star if you're trying to build it up over time like I am, because the enemies do a decent amount of damage, it takes a while to finish the fights, and that gives Opera time to get off a whole bunch of them in the same fight. So that's good if you want to work on that. I'm going to pick up Meteorite, which I don't need, and a Wonder Drug, which I can't remember what that does. Here we get a Lightning Gun. Do note, though, those enemies we've been running into mostly can drop an item called a Moon Tiara. It's not particularly useful, but it does have the ability, I think it can only be used by Reina and Celine, gives them the Motor Mouth ability at level 7, but at this point in the game, we can already get it all maxed out. Alright, I'll meet you over by that other treasure chest to the left there. Okay, we made it back over here. Now we can head back up this way. There aren't any treasure chests in this room. Oh, there we go.
I will make
There's, this is the only other new enemy in here. But, yeah. Let's beat them up. They're not very strong, just like all of their cousins in the past. They just fall down. But yeah, this room here doesn't have anything particularly interesting. It's just a big open room. And once we reach the top, we will find a save point, which is probably worthwhile using, because that's pretty much all the time we have for today. Next time, we'll face off against the very big, strange-looking dude that's there, maybe? The hell is that? Looks like eyes. Anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.